Oh, that's pretty good actually. Hey, and welcome to another episode of Making Things. Today, I'll be showing you how to make a spot welder and testing it for the first time live. What's different about this from what I've seen most of the places is that it's actually powered by lithium cells, which for pretty good reasons most people avoid so that they don't start a fire. But I'm gonna give it a shot anyways. If you want more information on how I figured out what cells would be potentially safe, we're gonna see that soon. Check out my video on salvaging lithium cells. For the electrode connectors, check out my video on how to make the $3 electrodes. And for the lugs, check out my video on how to make the $1 lugs. I split it all up because there's different uses for each part, and also because it'd be way too long.
Right.
So the thing I'll be doing is I'll be checking the temp as I'm using it, see how well these lugs hold up. We're going to see how well these electrodes hold up, and we're also going to check the temperature of the cells, make sure they don't rise up to 60 degrees, which is where they get dangerous. So this is kind of a 3-in-1 test, and we don't know which one's going to fail. It's at room temp right now, so 32.5 and 32.5 Celsius.
There's rough hot contact first.
Yep. Let's leave this in here. All right.
That's it.
I just burned right through it. It's just going right through it. It's vaporizing the aluminum. I'm sure breathing this in is wonderful for us. Let's not tell our wives. And let's make sure they don't watch this video. You like to live dangerously.
Power. Okay.
Yeah. Scorching everything.
It's because you need something flat.
Yeah. Do need something flat. Oops.
Let it sit. There we go.
You want to do the heat gun? What are the lugs at?
31. 31. 31. Oh, 32. No change.
Not even moving. Alright, let's see if this one was our success. Oh! Oh! Our first success. Oh, we melted the clamp.
That's what that smell is.
I was wondering, I was like, it's starting to smell. Ah, it came apart.
Brittle.
Yeah, it is. But it's certainly holding. Ah! 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 That's hot. Come on. Oh, there you go, 38. It was measuring the air. How's the lugs doing? The lugs are still fine though. They're just evaporating the heat. Oh, it's down to 34. It's kind of messed up on reflective surfaces though.
Let's see if it held, because this one I didn't move and the other ones I did. Alright, we got burn through, not burn through, penetration. Nothing.
Well, I call this a resounding success. It certainly spot welds, but I sure don't.
Stress test? How hot does it get?
That's what you've been waiting for, haven't you?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna just check the batteries, and as long as they don't reach 60, you can keep going. And I'm gonna look at the voltage too. Lugs are staying cold as a pickle.
Cool as a cucumber.
Cold as a pickle. It's cooler than a cucumber. Oh, you went with the electrode holders, didn't you?
No, but
Oh!
looks like your brass does better. How hot are the ends?
The peak was 42
Feels warm.
Celsius. Yeah, peak was 42. It's already cooled off though. I like that this gives me peak heat. Oh, some of the cells are getting slightly hot spots, but they're still within operating ranges. So with what we're doing to this battery, I'm not at all concerned that this is capable of being used as a spot welder. It's still under 40. Oh, no, okay, now the pack is, yeah, reaching around 40 degrees Celsius after all the abuse we've been giving it. So I am not at all concerned about the ability of this pack to hold. And the lugs are still cold. They evaporate, they dissipate the heat almost immediately.
The ends get the warmest.
Yeah, but again, they also dissipate pretty quickly. They are almost 10 degrees hotter than the lugs, but they're still fairly cool. I mean, considering what we're doing to them, I would say they're cold. Alright, the pack is developing hot spots at 42. Still doing good though. 44. I'm going to call it off soon.
Last
at this
one?
rate. Oh, no, you still got a bit. Just at 50 I would call it off, because 60 is where you should not operate them higher than 60. So I figure I can't get everything, so if we go by 10 degrees, should be good.
Yeah, the ends are getting uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, they're up to 50. The ends are.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I stick to my first comment. The device is in fact a spot welder. I am not a welder.
Maybe.
Think we might have success this time?
I think where I left the electrode. That one. Maybe. You have another pair of pliers?
Yes, I do. I also have a screwdriver. Just want to pry.
Perfect.
Ha! Nice. Spot welding achieved. Although that's more like drag welding, but whatever.
I think these two actually, maybe.
Yeah. I was wondering why you're doing that. The spot welder, the heat gun already said they'd cool down.
There was some stickiness.
That was good enough for me.
This one right here. More voltage.
More voltage? Really? Why?
More.
Shouldn't it just be amps for spot welding?
Yes. More voltage.
Why?
I think you might get better contact through whatever gap is in there.
Oh, that's true.
And steel.
Hey,
Steel
you
next
burnt
time.
my table. Good. That's what it's for. So, we realized we didn't do, from top to bottom thing there. I'm sure there's a word for it, but I don't know it. So we're gonna cool off the pack with some fancy active cooling. Hey, I don't need this. Yeah, it's part of the ambience, you know. People want to feel like they're in the shop, so I keep the fan going so they can't hear me well. It's all garbled. All right, time to do some, whatever this is called.
Yeah.
Again?
Yep. Higher.
Yep. Oh, it's not going through anymore. Lower, yep.
Lower again.
Ooh, the voltage is on this thing. I don't care about the heat, it's fine. Clearly doing okay for quite a while. The voltage is going to tell us more about whether the pack can take more.
Yeah.
3.9.
Lower. Wait. Okay. Lower again.
Regarde où je suis. Side right. There's a nice clear spot for me. Is it polished for you?
Yep.
Yeah, the battery voltage is dropping
There we go.
quite a bit now. Mine doesn't smell that much. Alright, pack heated up a bit more this time. The lugs are fine. They haven't warmed up at all. But the pack peaked at 55. So I would say it can take it. But yeah. It's definitely meant to be portable. But
Moment of truth. Done. Oh. Nope.
yeah. I'm happy. I just need to learn how to spot weld. Alright, after all this, we're going to try the good old trusty lead acid battery. See if the problem was with the lithium batteries or with the user. I have a feeling it's the latter, but we'll see. Well, if I can use this free lead acid, and by free I mean salvaged it from a booster pack in which the internal charger was broken, and I didn't have time to dismantle it at the time, so I bought a new one. So it wasn't really free, it cost me whatever my new one cost me. A lot brighter than the other. Well, one thing's for sure, these leads are a success. See how this did. There you go. No, it's magnetized. I magnetized it. Well, I'll be. So what I want to do now is calculate the voltage drop across an inch of the single gauge copper wire. It's got a known resistance value, something around, I think it's like a millionth of an ohm or 10th of a millionth. Anyways, I have it written down. Not going to be doing those calculations on the fly, but the point is that I need to check out the voltage drop across that inch and essentially use the cable as a shunt to figure out how many amps are actually going through the spot welder. I've only now just realized I should have done one lug on each side. So I should have had this side have a lug back here, and then on the other end for the other terminal, like over here. Would have been easier to manage. No biggie though. Actually, I'm going to do it on the long distance. That way it's easier to be more accurate. Because if I'm off by, say, 1/8 of an inch on an inch, it's going to make a huge difference in the calculations. If I'm off by 1/8 of an inch on several feet, then, you know, it's not as big a deal. So I'll be doing my calculations accordingly. Yeah, that was better. Alright, that should give me what I need to make the calculations. Yep, certainly not for big jobs, but as far as a small portable spot welder goes, for just a few spots here and there, this lithium pack is absolutely perfect. I mean, it weighs almost nothing, less than the leads, and I can fit it in a decent sized Tupperware. So let's see how this spot did. There you go. I finally did it. I think I was doing it too close yesterday. Oh, on this side it's not, so let's see. I'll be able to pry it anyways, but oh, that's pretty good actually. Nice. That was actually a good spot weld. I mean, it's obviously not made to take a shear like that, so that's why it broke, but it didn't just snap. That was a proper spot weld right there. Or at least on one side it was. Sweet. I'm getting better. So I made this spot welder with lithium cells because A, I had them, but B, the point was to have something small and light. And car batteries are still relatively expensive, at least to me. And I also don't need to do that much. I mean, I had these cells from a salvage job, and all I need to do is a few spots here and there, so I don't necessarily want to whip out, you know, a 60-pound lead acid battery. Make sure that it's been properly trickle charged forever between my different uses of it. This is here just fine. Put it in a bucket somewhere and make sure it's properly charged every 6 months and forget about it. Well, that's a spot welder, folks. Made with lithium batteries for lithium batteries by me. And yeah, if you want more information on how to build this, all the steps are up. If this was helpful to you, please like, subscribe, leave some feedback. Don't be a naysayer, or be, whatever. and have a good day.